I'm drilling.
No, I'm not going to jail. Stop! Stop! I'm not going to jail. Stop! Stop!
Stop. Hey.
Stop! Are you kidding me? Stop!
Hey.
Stop! I won't do it. What?
Ma'am, you said that, and I said okay.
The fuck out! Oh, you want to choke me out, girl? Bitch, I was not doing nothing to you. You want to choke me?
In this video, I'll walk you through two cases that will leave you questioning what's really possible. The first one takes us to February 16, 2025, when officers pulled over a vehicle that was running way above the speed limit. They weren't expecting anything serious, but what followed was another classic Karen moment.
So you're drunk.
No, I'm not at all. I live in Tampa.
Okay, so the speed limit back there is 45. I was doing 80 and I wasn't even catching up to you. You were gone.
Oh, really?
Yes. So right now I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. Do you have a driver's license? Registration and proof of insurance?
Yes, I do.
And you clearly smell of alcohol. Driver's license. Flipped around and all of a sudden she bolted. Yeah, I've asked you for your registration, proof of insurance.
How did I bolt?
Because when I turned around, you were doing 50 mile an hour when I turned around, and then you were gone. Straight up just gone.
Well, honestly, I don't live here. I live in Tampa, so I don't know where.
And you're still.
The first red flag appeared the moment she told the officer she had no idea where she was. She was on the road, driving at night, speeding, and suddenly she is saying she doesn't know where she is. This showed the extent to which she was drunk. But the main drama began when the officers asked her to come out of the car.
Alligator Lake is way over there.
I know. But I just had corneal transplant in my eye, so it's really hard for me to see through this left eye.
So that doesn't. If you can't drive at night, you shouldn't be driving at night.
I know.
I'm happy to send a letter to the DMV to take away your license.
Knowing fully well what was ahead of her, she began to set down an excuse to avoid taking a sobriety test. As if that wasn't enough, she went on to say she couldn't see at night properly. If she couldn't really see as she claimed, then why would she risk her life and the lives of other road users? It just didn't make sense. What made everything worse was her next response.
No, there's not. You cannot do that.
You can just go to jail.
No, I'm not going to jail. Stop! Stop! I'm not going to jail. Stop! Stop!
Stop!
Stop! Are you kidding me? Stop!
Hey.
Stop! I won't do it. What?
Put your arms back.
Do anything. Stop!
Just relax.
I just said to look my eye.
And I said there's more exercises than your eyes. And you said no, clearly.
No, I won't.
Don't move your arms.
I won't do it. I will do whatever you want.
Just calm down.
Just relax for a second. Relax. Right now you're in this position because you want to be.
No, I don't. I won't cooperate. I'm just saying I can't do anything with my eyes with
slurring your speech.
flashlight.
And I said there's more.
I'm not slurring.
And I said there's more exercises.
Okay, and I will do
But
them.
you just told me no.
Refusing a sobriety test gives the officer the legal right to assume you are driving under the influence. It's treated as an automatic admission because sober people don't refuse tests that can clear them. As we are already familiar with these types of cases, it's when the cuff comes in that the submission follows. In most cases, it's usually too late, but she was lucky to have a second chance, but this was what she did instead.
Yeah, then stop.
So listen to what he said.
So I'm trying to ask
really
you.
ask me anything. But
I just
let me
asked-
against my car.
I just asked you.
Are you gonna do any fucking damage to my
There's no
car?
damage to your car. I just asked you, will you give a voluntary breath sample? It's yes or no. It's 100% up to you.
Why? When you guys are just being straight.
I didn't come here to take you to jail. That's not.
Yeah, pretty much
No,
you did.
that's not at all why I came
All I
here.
want to do is go back to my house. That is not even
Can I explain something to you?
what.
So, he's already explained to you, but you're doing 80 something.
I have no idea.
Let me finish.
I'm not from around here.
You were doing 80 something in 45. Okay, so that's the first issue.
If she had admitted earlier that she had taken something to drink, she would have received a citation, and the situation would have ended right there. But she dragged it out so far that she didn't only pull herself down, she got her boyfriend detained along the way too. These are the consequences that follow when someone refuses to cooperate. Many people don't realize how quickly these things can escalate. One wrong decision leads to another, and before they know it, everything becomes worse than it should have been. The actions of the officer clearly showed they were not willing to arrest her, but she just chose the hard way. She was later charged with DUI and resisting an officer without violence. These charges wouldn't have come up if only she admitted to being drunk. Rather, she wanted to fight the law, or better still, bend it to her tone. This case is a reminder that sometimes the best thing anyone can do is tell the truth and cooperate. A simple mistake is forgivable, but turning a simple mistake into a crime is a path nobody should ever choose. But what happens when a Karen driving under the influence almost knocks down 6 people and still claims to be right? We are about to find out in our next case.
Get the fuck out! Oh! Oh, you want to choke me? Oh, girl! Bitch, I was not doing nothing to you! You want to choke me?
On the 23rd of April, 2022, officers responded to a call about a Karen who was driving and swerving on the road, and from that moment, the drama began.
We're going today.
Just trying to
Yeah? What kind of errands you running?
grocery shopping, killing bills, just adult things.
Yeah. So where were you coming from?
If we're being honest, I am on the way to pick up on my friend, and because I don't like doing things by myself because I have anxiety, so I like people coming on rides with me. So I was gonna go pick her up so I can go to the dispensary, get what I need, and then bring it back home. If you want to, I could show you my medical card.
Okay, has a question.
Do you have a prescription for Xanax bars? No? Have you taken any? Alright. Hang tight. You can get some gloves. Because I believe they're sitting right there in the driver's seat.
For me, it pretty much stays simple to Tylenol and ibuprofen.
Even from the way she spoke when the officers approached her, you could clearly tell she was under the influence of something. In her case, the officers didn't need to guess too hard because they immediately spotted Xanax sitting right there on her car seat. In order to cover her tracks, which at this point was already too late, this was what she tried to do.
Respectful about it, I'm just saying.
Where's your ID at? Is it in here?
Can I look through my wallet? Well, why
Oh,
are
I
you
got
looking
it.
through my wallet? No, the thing is, that's my property. You have no choice.
Actually, I do, because I found friggin' Xanax bars on your driver's seat. If you want to explain something, explain those.
Girl, the fact that you're just
218,
looking
copy
through my
Florida, yeah.
stuff.
They were in plain view.
Yep.
That makes a difference.
Oh, were they in plain view?
Yeah, your butt was covered.
Okay.
Here, will you do me a favor and go sit on the bumper of that car over there?
What? Okay, I just want to know what I was doing in particular.
Okay. The reason you were pulled over, you were called in as a possible drunk driver. And from the people that were calling in said that you hit multiple things. I haven't been to the other side of your car or really inspected your car yet to verify that. But you were found here. She's getting out with you. You were called in as a drunk driver. Okay. Upon contact, she's finding things that are illegal in your car.
Xanax is a prescription medication normally used to treat anxiety and panic disorders. It can make you extremely drowsy and impair your ability to drive safely. So it was no surprise what was happening to her. It would have been easier for her to admit, but she wasn't ready to just give in. Then the officers went on to question her about her car, and here was her excuse.
How was it missing? It was missing. This side of my car, we have a Chevrolet truck that's in its vintage.
Who's we?
Like, it's my grandpa's, like, old school Chevrolet truck.
Gotcha.
So it's like, you know, it's big as fuck. And then my grandpa got, like, a Jeep Cherokee that's also just, like, built in the 1990s. And then they got a Sidekick Susie.
Okay.
Or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, do I need to get that fixed?
No, I'm just curious. I'm talking to you briefly here. When I got here, I saw your demeanor, your actions, and all that stuff, okay? Now, when I talk to you even more, and I'm looking at some indicators right now, okay? I'm looking at your pupils, I'm looking at your eyes, and I think that you might be on the influence of some type of narcotic. Not alcohol, but I believe in narcotic.
I understand.
Okay? So based off of what I'm seeing so far, would you be willing to do a field sobriety test to dispel my suspicions that you're under the influence of any type of narcotic? You willing to do that?
From the way she told the story, you could sense she was making it up on the spot. The damaged parts on the car clearly showed something that happened not long ago. She just wanted to cover it up because she knew the truth wasn't going to help her. But what really closed her case was when the officers decided to conduct a sobriety test. That was the moment everything became clear. Deciding to fight officers even when they are trying to help you is where most Karens get it wrong. She could barely stand straight or even walk, yet she still decided to drive in that state. Situations like this show how important the job of police officers are in saving lives. Imagine someone in that condition behind the wheel, driving on the same road with families, children, and innocent people who have no idea the danger in front of them. So when officers step in during moments like this, they are not just doing paperwork, they are preventing tragedies. She didn't realize that the officers were actually helping her by getting her off the wheel before something terrible happened. She was rather fighting them. She was later charged for DUI under the influence of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance without prescription, and resisting the officers with her behavior. What this case shows us is that entitlement and denial never end well. If she had been honest, if she had accepted responsibility, or even if she had stayed calm, things might have gone differently. Also, everything could have been avoided if she had not gotten behind the wheel in that condition. It's a good thing the officers were able to get hold of her before something terrible happened. If you are not in the right frame of mind, the best thing anyone should do is to stay at home till you are fit to drive, or better still, ask someone who is in their right state of mind to drive.